Guess what we got? Ladybugs! So here is one of the tomatoes with a good amount of aphids on it. So plants like this we will be releasing the ladybugs onto, and hopefully they stick around. Oh my goodness, what did you do?
I'm so sorry.
Release them on the plants. Hurry, let's go! There's still probably about 100 in here, so we are going to just set it down in the middle of the garden and let them travel as they please and pick the plants that they'd like to be on. Thank you so much, Ladybugs, for your service to this garden. May you feast forevermore. Good night, Ladybugs. It has been 5 days since we released the Ladybugs, and I still see many of them here in the garden, so I think we have been successful in keeping them around. So hopefully they have already begun mating, and once those eggs hatch, it is actually the larvae that are the aphid eating machines. I think that we've been so successful this far with keeping them around because we've had multiple rainstorms since their day of release. So they've had ample moisture, and they definitely have lots of aphids to feed on. Pretty excited. So far I've seen the largest concentration of ladybugs within this kale patch, and I think that's because they have lots of shade here. They can hide underneath the long, large leaves. So this is where I'll keep checking to see if any ladybug eggs have been laid. I'm hoping to either see eggs or larvae here within the next few weeks. I've been coming out here almost every day and checking to see if there are still ladybugs present in the garden, and we have seen a lot of them. I think that we have been successful with keeping them around thus far because there has been ample food and water for them. The directions that come with the ladybugs say that if there is enough food and water, they will start reproducing almost immediately. So I've been really out here looking to see if there are any egg clusters. I've had trouble finding them. Perhaps they haven't started mating yet, but I'm still seeing lots of ladybugs, so I am hopeful. It was funny when we released them. We weren't ready yet, and my daughter just opened it up and they started all going everywhere. It was really cute. She was worried, but we ran around like crazy people and put them over mostly the plants being affected by the aphids. And we also put them in a lot of areas where they would have enough shade in the garden on really hot days to escape the heat and intensity of the sun. So I think between having areas for them to hide and have shade, lots of food and water, those are all the factors that have really been keeping them around. And I've also been keeping track of the plants that were most heavily infested with the aphids, and I have noticed by now, a week and a half, a difference. These are actually the tomato plants that we started releasing them on first, and if you take a close look, you know, I mean, there's still a couple. but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Hello, ladybugs. Thank you for staying in our garden.